G'day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Strength Super Saiyan Trunks future, and we're going to see just how good he is at 100% in the hidden potential system and get a good feel for just how solid he is as a unit after his Extreme Z Awakening. So here's the thing with Trunks, basically super class lead of 100%, which is kind of irrelevant, I guess semi-helpful. He greatly raises attack for one turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and raises defense by 40% for 6 turns. He has attack and defense of 180%, reduces damage received by 40%. He has an additional attack and defense boost by up to 180%, the less HP remaining, the greater the stat boost, and launches an additional super attack and has attacks effective against all types when there is a Realm of the Gods category enemy. He has an additional damage reduction of 10% starting from the turn in which he performs the 6th attack in battle. So pretty interesting. Overall, I think he looks really quite solid. I think he's got a decent foundation and he looks relatively decent. Golden Warrior, Messenger from the Future, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Dismal Future, Prepared for Battle and Fierce Battle. And then he's on Hybrid Saiyans, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Vegeta's Family, Super Saiyans, Bond of Master and Disciple, Exploding Rage, Revenge, Battle of Wits, and Trusted Will, Bond the Parent and Child, Earthgrid Fighters, and Super Heroes. Now the big thing with Trunks that I think is super important to take note of is, yes, the lower your health, the bigger the stat boost will be. So that's kind of one of the things that you need to obviously also anticipate. So Trunks gets progressively better as the fight in theory gets harder, which is pretty good. Now his darting point is not too bad. Honestly speaking, I think it's okay. Defensively pretty solid with the 40% damage reduction. It's a very decent foundational defense. Very good for most situations. It's when he starts to build up his defensive stacks, with that raising defense by 40% for 6 turns, that's where things start to get a little bit interesting, because he can start out a turn with 40% damage reduction and 300k defense, 400k defense, and this is very good. Next, obviously once he gets his 6th super attack, then you're looking at 50% damage reduction, and so it's that's a very solid situation. Now of course against Future Saga enemies, Realm of the Gods enemies, he's going to gain that additional super attack, and that's really going to push him to get to that kind of higher defensive level quite quickly. But he can still do a decent job even in non-Realm of the Gods based enemy situations. I personally would say rather aim for building him with crit and let him kind of do a little bit of damage with those attack stats, or alternatively give up entirely on him with damage and go full additional, so that you can essentially boost his defense as much as possible, allow him to grab as many defensive stacks as possible. Because remember, when you raise your defense over a period of 6 turns, you can hold up to 3 or 4 defensive stacks at a time, and every single time that you get an additional super, that stack remains and you continue to build it. So there is definitely an incentive to have additionals. You can also alternatively of course go evasion, so that you can essentially continuously be more defensively sound, I guess. But yeah, for me it's not really necessary. I think he's pretty strong defensively as is. He just has a tiny bit of ramp up time, the tiniest bit of ramp up time. Overall, I think he's got an incredibly small window where he does need to ramp up, but I think outside of that he's pretty much rock solid. So yeah, I like him a lot actually. Tried him out a little bit. I think he's a good pseudo first slot tank for the Future Saga team. It's just going to depend a little bit on your team at the time and what other unit you're rocking, but he's nice and he's got a good link set. He's kind of got that ergonomic Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle kind of foundation. that allows him to link up with pretty much any other Super Saiyan unit, which is solid. He's got Dismal Future and Messenger from the Future, which covers him quite well on the Future Saga team. And so yeah, overall I'd say he's quite a solid unit. Yeah, I'd say he works out pretty well. I'm quite happy with him. I think he's a lot of fun, and I think he brings a lot to the table. Now, link leveling him's not the biggest issue. I wouldn't say you have to link level him. I wouldn't say it gives you a huge boost, obviously, but it is something you can look at doing. Yeah, link leveling does always help every unit, especially will help him, essentially with offense a lot. Because the thing is like, the more you boost his offense, the better he's going to look. Because defensively, he's fine. So those link levels are more going to kind of boost that offensive range, kind of push him up to the 4.5s, give him some attack base gear, maybe 5 million. And then he looks a little bit better. But realistically, I would just double down on the defense and just focus in on that. And then take things from there, because I think that's, probably going to be a lot better. But yeah, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care and bye.